Good afternoon. Welcome to March 12th, 2019 Glendale Housing Authority meeting. Being called to order at 3:04 p.m. May I please have the roll call?
Authority members Devine.
Here.
Garpetian.
Here.
Najarian.
Here.
Parazian.
Here.
Sinanian. Chair Agajanian.
Present. May I please have your report?
The agenda for the March 12, 2019 regular meeting of the Glendale Housing Authority was posted on Friday, March 8, 2019 on the bulletin board outside City Hall.
What's next, please?
Next is approval of minutes.
I'll move for A.
Okay.
Second.
Hearing no objections, the minutes stand approved as submitted. What's next, please?
Next is oral communication. No cards were submitted for this portion.
Oral communications is closed. What's next, please?
Authority member and staff comments.
Are there any authority member or staff comments? Yes, please.
Since Peter is in here, may we have the update on the 31 units? If you have it. If not, that's okay next time.
An update on the 31 unit 5 project density bonus application process?
Yes.
Sure. Staff has been working, the last update we provided to you, we had received over 18,000 applications. Staff is sorting through those applications per the preferences that the Housing Authority provided for these projects. We're now working with IPA, the auditing department, on going through the screening process that we use to do this very preliminary screening of those that are qualified income-wise, those that are over income, things like that. And we're completing that process and hope to have a affordable housing lottery date set in the near future.
Okay. Thank you.
But it is, because of the volume of the applications, it is taking a little extra time.
Yeah, because I have so many friends at work they're asking for, because they applied. I just wanted to know. Thank you.
Since you're here,
Yes.
can you say a few words about the 66 units on Sonora and Fifth?
Sure. The construction is progressing. It's framed. It's wrapped in black paper, getting ready for stucco. Scaffolding is up. They're starting to work on the interiors. We think within the next 6 to 8 months, we'll have construction complete. Sometime prior to that, though, we'll start working on a lottery application process for that as well.
So all will happen during this year then?
Yes, during the 2019 year.
Yes, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. Yes, please.
Yes. I just wanted to bring this up to my colleagues. We, three of us, Councilmember Najarian and Garpetian and I, attended SCAG, Southern California Association of Governments, last Thursday. And before we had our individual meetings, committee meetings, there was a joint policy committee meeting. And what was discussed in particular was affordable housing and what the housing trend is looking like for the next few years, and the issue of lack of affordable housing and how different cities are dealing with that issue. And one of the ways, or two of the ways, that some of the cities are addressing this lack of housing is by lowering their impact fees on affordable housing units, or delaying the payment of those impact fees until the development is complete. So if I can get a second from one of my colleagues, I'd like to see maybe have staff do a report on this kind of direction being taken by cities in California, Sacramento in particular, and its feasibility here in Glendale. So if I can get a second.
Second.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Just a clarification, for 100% affordable units or any project that would include affordable units?
And I think that's what we should include in the discussion, because it could be one, it could be the other, it could be both.
Can you tell us what do we have right now? What's the
Our code, Mr. Mayor, Pro Tem, members of council, currently exempts projects on a sliding scale depending on how much affordability they live. Starting at 5%, they're 25% exempt, and then going to 20% affordable exempts the impact fee 100%. But council gave us direction.
Right.
On the inclusionary housing ordinance discussion to bring that back to eliminate that. So perhaps when
Right, and-
we discuss that, when we bring that IZO back in April, we'll just have that discussion again.
I can tell you that several developers have asked if we could push fees to the back end. It allows them to put them on their permanent financing, amortize it longer, and makes it more palatable for them. What it does, though, is it delays the receipt of specifically parks, art fee, those types, parks, library, and art fee, pushes it back to completion of project. So based on your request, we'll put something together for you so you can have that discussion.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And if I may add, in that same presentation, which was generally about the housing crisis in the region, there was a lot of information that they gave us, and I'm not sure if you can grab that SCAG report or even have the author come and tell us, but it was very eye-opening in terms of how we would ever be able to meet the demand of the housing. One of the things that stuck in my mind was that, you know, our neighborhoods, our single-family neighborhoods are not sacred anymore, that there's going to be a huge push, if not actual legislation, which permits, well, aside from the ADUs, which have already come through, which are going to change the paradigm that we in this council have thought about, protecting our single-family neighborhoods and concentrating growth downtown. We were told that you might not be able to do that anymore. So it was a very interesting discussion, and I wouldn't mind hearing it again. And maybe if there's a lot of information, maybe in the form of a workshop or something where we can, you know, get a good handle on it.
Right, Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
please, Councilman.
I think it would be very helpful to invite somebody from the CEHD of SCAG, the committee that I'm on the housing committee, to come in and kind of give us a brief presentation on different options they had. And the idea of getting rid of the in lieu fees or development impact fees when some of the developers provided very few units and they got break on all the units in the project. It's something that we need to be very careful of, and that's what I brought this idea up to eliminate that incentive, because by providing 8 units, they, for example, or 10 units of affordable housing, they got a huge break on 100 units in their project. And as far as the deferring fees, we talked about this item at our budget session, that those fees are not financeable, and a lot of developers want to do it at the back end of the project. If when they get their project completed and they can refinance it, we can look into that as well. But there are many legislations coming from the state, and basically they're blaming the cities for not providing any affordable housing or few affordable housing when you want to, not considering the difficulties that we have, like this 5th and Sonora project. It's been almost 4 years, and we're still doing the black paper outside, and just because of the difficulties of financing that developers face to obtain from the state. So they don't offer much financing, but they ask the skies and the moon and everything else, all the stars. So my suggestion is for some of our legislatures to put some money behind the asks, so especially our governor. So, thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Chair.
May I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
So we stand adjourned at 3:14 p.m.
And I call to order the March 12th, 2019 meeting of the Glendale City Council. May we have roll call?
Council members Agajanian,
Present.